unforgiving North Atlantic. For millennia, men have sought fortunes here. More than 10,000 never returned, including the 6 fishermen lost in the perfect storm. Still, every fall, a handful of brave crews risk everything in search of big fish.
Don't let it get away!
Got him. Here's a $1,000 bill with fins.
And a bigger payday.
Money, money, money!
Off.
It's an epic gamble where one mistake
That one's still fighting.
can get you killed. Into the season, the fleet's racing to top off their holds and hit port for their first offload. But good fishing's brought unwanted attention.
You're right in my set.
My set, Scotty. Not your set.
We're gonna be tangled up bad.
And steaming to port with a full boat can be more dangerous than fishing.
I got 1,000 miles to run. We're gonna go through an intensifying low the size of Texas.
345 miles off the coast of Newfoundland is the 77-foot Bjorn 2.
Time to haul the gear.
Captain Linda Greenlaw is hauling her 10th set of the season, and a good day could fill a boat.
Not quite daylight yet. Could be our last haul back. Could be our next to the last haul back, depending on what we catch. I would love to think we get enough fish to go home today, but I know that we've got gear tangled up with at least one other boat, the Whitewater. We may not get enough fish to go home.
14 days ago, Linda teamed up with Captain Scotty on the Eagle Eye 2.
That's the one we're looking for right there. That's a beautiful fish.
Both boats have been on the fish. But news of their success reached the fleet, and now other boats are invading their territory.
We're not leaving. If anything, those guys are gonna leave.
Tangling their lines.
All of it's got to come aboard.
Whitewater gonna move tonight?
Probably depends on what he's catching.
He's gonna move out of our set.
It's always frustrating to be fouled up with another boat, but it is part of the deal. Seeing as the wind is increasing here, not going to be much fun untangling.
That's the other boat's beaver there.
One of theirs, right?
Yeah, Whitewater. I know we'd see him today.
Crews can easily identify their gear as if the tackle's just another deckhand.
Let the fun begin.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
All of it's got to come aboard.
But they also write the boat's initials on their buoys.
We're going to have to cut ourselves here.
And WW doesn't stand for Bjorn 2.
That's us. That's him.
Sword boats set roughly 35 miles of main line in the ocean, with 1,000 hooks hanging off it. Working together, captains can set as close as a half mile, but when they don't, their main lines can become a tangled mess.
Take that aft and make sure it's not in the wheel.
Swordfish!
Got a fish?
I'm gonna grab one of these gaffs.
Hold on. Oh yeah, that's good for him.
On the pitching deck, the huge fish is too much for the crew. So they're breaking out the winch. The day's first sword's a 300-pounder and could be worth $1,500.
Get the door back in.
But with tangled main line covering the deck, the fish is little consolation.
We're dragging. Hey! We're dragging it or something.
Volleyball's off the stern.
Get our main line, grapple our
What do you want to do? You want to throw the grapple?
Get our line.
You can get his line up.
With the Bjorn 2 dragging the other boat's main line, the grappling hook's a last-ditch effort to free the rudder.
See it?
Yep. They're going right across it now.
You can get his line up, cut it, and we'll tie a big overhand knot. Guys doing, you get it? Yeah, I got it tied back. Real clear!
Halfway through her gear, Linda's only caught one fish, but if she's out of the tangles, she could still salvage the day.
I never give up hope, although it does seem a little bit optimistic to think we're going to fill the hole today. But I don't mind being optimistic.
"1,270 miles to the southwest is the Francis Anne.
We're just pulling up on the buoy here. Hopefully only another set or two and we should be finished. We should be full, knock on wood, fishing just keeps up.
After 5 days of fishing, the crews paid their expenses, but haven't yet earned a profit. But deckhand Lemmy Eastburn's been off his game all trip.
Open your eyes, pull your head out of your. It's all right, Lem? It's hard. Nobody wants to work with a huge, angry captain screaming in their face. You're an idiot.
We'll see what's up with Lemmy today. Blue shop. Right now we're just picking a few blue dogs, no fish yet. Generally the cooler water's full of blue dogs. So far it's all we got here so far is blue dogs.
The sharks have no commercial value and are released alive.
The worst part is when they do that, they freaking destroy the main line.
I think I got a fish on. Hopefully it's a sword. What do you got, Danny? Swordfish would make me happy for sure, yeah. That, on the other hand, does not make me happy at all. What do you got? I got a chunk sword. Small sword, he says. This is all sharked up. A lot of sharks in the area. It's like a tiger shark or something. There he is right there.
Well, one of these times is going to be a good fish before we get out of the cold. Something good it is.
That looks like a sword.
A big swordfish could be worth $1,500, making up for the morning's losses and a sign of warming water.
Got a live fish on right now.
Come on, get off the rope!
Yeah, it's always tense when you got a live fish on. Got a lot of money on the end of that line.
Should go either way. Coming through. You guys ready for this?
Holy.
He's about a 10 or 12 footer, yeah. That's what's eating our fish. See that thing? See how fat he is? Yeah, eat a couple more fish.
After a few seconds at the surface, the 12-foot tiger shark snaps the line and swims away.
It's probably a 12-foot tiger shark there. Things will bite you right in the head.
Stinky sharks.
I want to go swimming here.
The Francis Anne has paid their expenses, but halfway through the gear, they still haven't pulled up any profits.
Every time we get hosed on the big fish. Yeah, this is the one, this is the one. Wah, wah, wah.
1,000 miles to the northeast, the 58-foot Big Eyes loaded with fish and heading to port.
I got 1,000 miles to run to New Bedford, Mass. I expect we'll have a long, slow, drug-out ride just because the weight, how the boat's going to ride with no fuel and full of fish.
Captain Chomps filled his boat with over 25,000 pounds of Grand Bank swordfish. And a good price could mean a $100,000 payday.
Been out at Seahab for too long. I need a cold beer.
I don't care if it's a greasy cheeseburger. Somebody else is gonna put it on the plate for me and set it down in front of me.
But in the wheelhouse, the captain's not thinking about cheeseburgers.
It's gonna be a long ride. We're gonna go through an intensifying low. I think it's 980 millibar low pressure. It's about the size of Texas. It's pretty damn big. It ain't no different than a hurricane. I think 20 to 24 foot seas or something like that they're calling for.
The full fish hold has the little fiberglass big eye off balance.
The whole deal with being in rough weather in a smaller vessel is to know what the boat can do and to know how far to push it. If we don't take our time and go real slow and just take our beat and let the storm go by us, we'll be in a raft probably. It'll break the boat right in half.
Low on fuel from weeks of fishing, the captain's only choice is to steam through the building storm.
It's just part of commercial fishing. If you go fishing, you have to come back home. You're either gonna come home or you're not. So here we go. We're gonna go through the storm.
Coming up, the fleet gets pounded.
Hold on.
And later, mutiny on the Big Eye.
You got something to say to me? You come deal with me right to the head of it.
Unbelievable.
345 miles off the coast of Newfoundland is the 90-foot Eagle Eye II.
Yeah, there's a few empty hooks.
Captain Scotty's one of the fleet's top earners, but his 7th set of the season isn't looking good.
We're right in the same water that we've been fishing. I think the fish are moving around. With the barometer falling and the water really changing up, the fish are kind of have the upper hand right now.
I think the wind and the waves might be affecting the water a little bit. It could be stirring it up a little bit more and mixing it around.
Fishing today is real slow, so every fish counts.
Swordfish!
Swordfish!
He's a feisty one. Yeah, we got a swordfish here on the live line. Daryl's fighting him.
When the captain feels a fighter, he pulls the leader off the main line and clips it to the live line, a 1,200-foot quarter-inch braided rope. Now it's up to deckhand Daryl to tire out the fish and pull him to the surface.
Yeah, you can't pressure a big fish like that when he's on the hook. Just got to take your time and play him out. If you rush it, good chance you'll pull the hook and lose the fish. Standing by out with the harpoon there. Seems like it's a good enough sized fish.
Okay, you ready? Coming up, I want it.
It's giving Daryl quite a tussle here. Ah! Oh. And there goes the fish. Hook pull. Got away.
Never learned.
He lost about a 500-pound fish there that time.
That's money in the bank, you know. And when you lose a fish like that, less money for us.
He lost us like almost $1,000 on that fish. He pretty much went in our wallet and took our money.
Of course they're disappointed. You know, we don't get paid on the fish that get away.
You feel pissed off because you don't want to lose fish. You're losing money there. So, piss everybody off.
With half the gear in the boat, today's haulback's quickly becoming the worst of the trip, especially for Daryl.
Damn it!
Less than a mile to the west is the Bjorn 2. Captain Linda Greenlaw is finally on the fish after a morning of tangles.
Take that aft and make sure it's not in the wheel. Just want to get to our weekend haul again. Just about halfway through this haul back. I think we may have 8 fish so far, so we're certainly not setting the world on fire, but it's in a lot worse.
Now the seas are reaching 20 feet, making it difficult and dangerous just to stand on the pitching deck.
Ow! That hurt.
Oscar, no rope on this boat. Sucks. Days like today is why everybody doesn't do this.
We don't have outriggers. We're gonna have to learn to deal. We haven't had them for the last 10 sets. The deck has been slippery for 10 sets. Deal with it.
No faint of heart out here.
Just weak of mind.
On the Grand Banks, most boats have outriggers that hold steel birds. In heavy seas, the birds are dropped into the water and stabilize the boat, preventing it from rolling. Without outriggers and birds, boats can relentlessly roll from side to side.
Big fish.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah!
As big fish hit the surging deck, the crew's outweighed and overmatched, especially a 140-pound herring.
They're slatting all, rail to rail. It's not good for the fish. It's dangerous for the people.
Can you start helping you?
Right now, I'd be liking outriggers, but we don't have them. We're gonna have to learn to deal.
On 345 miles from land is the Bjorn 2. Captain Greenlaw and her crew are just trying to hold on.
Okay, Jimmy?
Yeah, it's impossible to stop it once it starts, sliding like that. And if you're caught between, the wall and that fish, when it's moving, it can be pretty bad. I was a little stunned there right afterward, because about 3 parts of my body hurt, and I was trying to figure out which one hurt the most, and that kind of had me confused.
Weather like this, there's no way that this sea will give up the bounty that it gives us, without a little bit of a fight. You gotta work for it. Risk equals reward out here.
"1,270 miles to the southwest, the 72-foot Francis Ann's in calmer seas.
Callback number 6. Hopefully we'll pick a few big fish on the end like we did yesterday to bail us out.
Earlier, Captain Clem's gear was in cold water, and they were sharked up.
That's what's eating our fish.
Now they're back in warm water and hoping to finish strong.
We're looking for the load so we can fill it up and go home. Blank hook. Damn it, blank.
Beautiful day with the fish and socks. What are you gonna do?
Come on, fish. Where's those markers from yesterday? Swordfish! Come on! That's what I'm talking about. That's Viagra without the pill. Come on. That's a nice fish. Come on! Coming in. That's what I'm talking about. Come on.
The first fish of the day is over 100 pounds and could be worth over 500 bucks.
Keep on coming, baby. Swordfish.
And the warm water keeps producing swordfish.
Let's do this. Go big or go home.
That's a hell yeah.
We're up for a rally, a good finish. Got a section of 3/4 to go. I'm pushing this thing up really good.
Yeah, now we're fishing.
Come on. Right. Fish on just about every 4th or 5th hook here so far. Guys are pumped.
So we're catching fish, we're not working.
Don't let him trick you. I'm over here working.
Almost every hook's got a fish on it.
That's a nice fish there.
And Captain Clem's young gun crew are on their A game.
It's awesome.
Especially embattled deckhand Lemmy Eastburn.
Fishing is unbelievable.
Even with the fishing turn for better, Lemmy's even made a turn for the better. Today, Lemmy, day 6, is finally Lemmy. Look at him. Look at those cutters. Like a fine oiled machine.
Want to run with the bulls? You better fear the horns.
Boat will be full before we know it.
By the end of the main line, the captain's found the big finish he's been looking for.
Look at that pile of fish.
40 swords, men. 40 swords. 40. Right, Lem? You're out of your slump? Right?
"700 miles to the northeast is the Big Eye.
Hopping up and down, we're not going anywhere.
Captain Chomps is halfway through a 1,000-mile steam from the Grand Banks to New Bedford, Massachusetts.
Out of fuel, light in the nose, heavy in the ass, got wind coming.
After 24 days at sea, the weight of a full fish hold has the little boat unstable. But low fuel means there's no avoiding the massive storm in the Big Eye's path.
We'll never make it before that load hits us, so we're gonna get our teeth beat out again. Resting trip, and we'll add another day to it.
It takes so darn long to get from one place to the next, bouncing up and down those fiberglass boats. Just takes forever to get anywhere. It's part of it, I guess. Part you can do without. 1,000-mile ride, there you go, Grand Banks. What else you want?
With seas building and the worst yet to come, Captain Chomp sends his brother Woody to lock down the deck.
Got orders, gonna make sure everything's secured on deck. Make sure everything's not sliding and washing around the deck. So we have a good 25-foot swell going on here. Definitely something you don't need to be hanging out on deck in.
Despite the dangers on deck, anything lost in the storm will come out of their paycheck. And the beeper buoys are worth $2,000 apiece.
Beeper antennas getting ready to fall out, so I'm going around tying them down. Make sure we don't lose nothing.
By nightfall, the massive storm's punishing the little fiberglass Big Eye.
So rough you can't even stay in your bunk and sleep. Not and feel safe.
It does make you stop and think every once in a while about the conditions that you're in. You stop and look out the window and see how big the waves are. It is really dangerous weather to be in for this boat. And us.
"350 miles southeast of Newfoundland is the Eagle Eye II. Captain Scotty's at the end of his gear, and he's caught nothing all day. But it was veteran deckhand Darrell Wallace who made a rookie mistake when he lost a huge fish.
There goes a fish.
Now, Scotty's got less than 100 hooks to go.
I don't give up until the last hook. Oh boy. Got some weight on the line here. Yeah, that's a big tuna. Oh, yeah. Wow, I can't see him. Big bluefin.
They don't catch bluefin often, but when they do, each fish can be worth tens of thousands.
Nice.
This fish could be a day saver, but it's also a chance for Daryl to redeem himself.
Yeah. Try and gaff the fish. Yep, hey, watch the gaff.
That's it! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Across.
Yeah,
across,
baby.
in case he goes. That's how you get one in the boat.
That's a fish. That's a fish.
Oh, nice fat one. Hey, he's worth 15 to 20,000 because of his body shape. So he's a sushi fish.
Oh, it's a bad
105 inches.
This one? You're all excited.
Beauty fish for a slow day.
With the big storm that pounded Choms heading towards the Grand Banks,
ready?
Scotty's getting the bluefin on ice right away.
Here with the boat rolling here with a little bit of this heave on right now. Hey, you don't want to have a big fish fall on you, crush you. Want me to go up higher?
Any damage to the bluefin could mean thousands in lost profits.
It's not an easy process here. A little bit of strength, a little bit of finesse, a little bit of winch power. Okay, you got the whole strain.
With the bluefin safely on ice, each deckhand could be making over $1,000.
Most of the pens are full. We still have room, though.
But with room in the hold, there's still money to be made.
If we had a decent day today, we would have had all of it sealed up. That's fishing. Can't catch them every day. Just hope we get back on them here.
Just over a mile to the west is the Bjorn 2.
Get them the hard way today.
Captain Greenlaw's racing to haul what's left of her gear after a punishing day.
Now hopefully we can get another 1,000, 1,500 pounds. Now top off the hold, call it good.
We got something coming here. Hope. It's on.
Live fish.
Come on, here we go.
I'll hold him here. Go ahead and get the hook. Okay, we're hooked in.
Come on.
Okay, up. Easy, easy, easy.
That's a pretty fish.
Size large.
I'll try. Yeah.
Fish on. Nice fish. It was a slow start, but we finally started.
Finally, at the end of her set, Linda's on the fish.
I'll try. Yeah.
And they're huge.
Dirty. Absolutely dumbfounded by the size of these fish. I mean, in the past, you might get a handful of these great big fish in a trip. This is just incredible.
Big sword.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Not too many boats come out here, chase the monsters like we've been catching.
There it is. It's the end of the trip.
With the last beeper buoy on board, Linda's got a full hold for the first time in 11 years.
I've never seen so many big fish in one trip in my life. It's really fun.
Linda's definitely still got it. She's
found the fish. She stayed on the water. One look down in the ice hole will tell you that we're making money.
They're gigantic! What the hell?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a nice trip. Thank you.
Good job, Timmy.
All right.
Glad you're aboard. Let's get out of here.
Now, Linda's steaming 360 miles to Bay Bulls, Newfoundland, where she'll offload her catch before heading back out to sea for another trip.
I think this has been a good trip. I need to ask, you know, the crew who's in and who's out for the next trip.
"1,260 miles to the southwest is the Francis Anne.
See if we can't catch a few bigger ones, you know, load the boat up a little quicker and get out of here quicker so we can come back onto the fishing ground.
Can't start the day without a cup of coffee. Sure.
Yesterday, Captain Clem and the young crew hit the fish at the end of the set. Today,
Big fish, come on.
they're hoping to stay on them and fill the hole.
Come on, let's see another sword. Come on! I hope you got room for a heavy double, McLean, because there's one coming over the side. Yeah!
The first sword of the day's a double marker, a fish weighing at least 200 pounds. It could be over $1,000 of pure profit.
Come on!
Unbelievable fish.
Fish on.
And the cash register keeps ringing.
Nice sword, nice sword. Oh, come on. Oh, that's a perfect fill of parsley.
Now we're fishing.
Woo! Look, it almost got away. All smiles.
Halfway through the set, they've caught enough fish to fill the hole. But as the rest of the gear hits the deck, so do swordfish.
Now I'm starting to get worried about where I'm going to start putting the fish soon. But it's a good worry.
Oh yeah, nice problem to have.
By the end of the main line, the crew's got a deck full of swords, but the hole's just about full. If they're not iced quickly, the fish on deck will spoil and be worth nothing.
Some fish right on top of it.
No, on the seat, spin it.
I didn't know it was down.
Dude, open that hatch up, hurry up.
The boat's ice machines cut out, leaving the crew's paychecks roasting in the sun. A 100 miles east of New Jersey is the Francis Anne.
Too late, dude.
Captain Clem's racing to fix a broken ice machine and save thousands of dollars of fish.
Too late, man. We're already all the way up the machine.
After a huge day, their fish hold's full, but they've still got 10 grand in fish sitting on the deck.
I mean, come on, let's be honest here.
Like most boats in the fleet, the Francis Anne uses seawater to make ice on a stainless steel drum.
Made too much ice and it went up into the machine. Basically what happened. Now it's frozen.
Now McLean's got a shovel this time. I'm making ice.
It's working.
Awesome. We have so much fish down in the hole, there's no room for the ice to drop. It could have been disastrous. If we didn't have enough ice to ice the fish, my boss would have friggin' killed me.
Even though the ice machine's fixed, they still don't know what to do with the fish on deck.
Marker, triple marker, double marker, big money fish. Big money fish.
So since we don't have the room to fit them, I think we should clean out the bait trees.
For the first time ever, the Francis Anne will have fish packed in the bow when she hits the dock.
Now we're gonna put a tarp down there, wait for some ice, the basket some ice up in here, put a little base down there and make a big fish taco.
This is fishing.
With no winch up front, the exhausted crew must manhandle every fish into the bow.
This is pretty hardcore. Got it? Let's go.
Means bragging rights, more money in all the crew's pockets. We all stink. I don't even know what time it is. Wagon's dragging, come on. All right, here it comes.
But I'm tired. I'll admit. It's all down here. All the money we got. We make a lot of money here. Yeah? Give me some pounds to that line.
That was awesome. Awesome day today. Couldn't have done it without these guys.
Already steaming toward Barnegat Light, New Jersey, the crew of the Francis Anne will soon find out if their epic trip will become a record-breaking offload. 1,200 miles to the northeast is the Eagle Eye II.
That looks like boys gonna have a wet, cold set out tonight. Sea conditions right now, I don't know, 12 to 15 foot seas. They're getting bigger here by the quarter hour.
While most of the fleet's heading into offload, Captain Scotty's setting gear in a building storm.
Cold. We're getting ready to set out.
Yeah, the beeper's on, yeah.
Okay, let her go.
Roger. Ready, boys? See you later now. Back fishing.
At 90 feet, the Eagle Eye II is one of the biggest boats in the fleet, so it takes longer to fill her up. But the paydays are also bigger.
Sitting out in the rough weather, you just gotta watch what you're doing, that's all. Keep an eye on where the waves are coming from and hope for the best.
I'd say 12, 40 knots anyway, so.
Woo, baby! Come on!
Fox, this is the 6th section, right? We're just gonna put out 7, just in case we get spun up. So this is 6, right? All right, one more after this one.
Scotty usually sets 1,000 baited hooks on 40 miles of main line, divided into 10 sections. But tonight, he's only setting 700 hooks.
It'll be 300 less hooks of misery.
Scotty's veteran crew will fish through anything, but the big seas can tangle the gear and cost them all big money.
We've never seen no nor'easter here yet. We get a big blow of a nor'easter, we'll know all about it. Last beeper for the night. Beeper! Down, 39. See you at 3:30 in the morning.
Four weeks into the season, the veteran crew on the Eagle Eye II is leading the fleet and still fishing, while the other boats are racing to port for their first offload. But the little southern boat Big Eye almost didn't make it.
Got hit by a wave, pretty big wave.
A full hold and low fuel forced chumps to push through a vicious storm.
Everything that has its plus has its minuses. Grand Banks. Yeah, there's good fishing. Yeah, there's big fish. But it's a long way back to the United States. Very rough, very dangerous.
Yeah, appreciate to see land right now. The rough last couple days.
Land ho, baby.
Now the beaten down fiberglass boat is pulling into the New England port of New Bedford, Massachusetts.
I just don't like what I see. I see my crew standing around. One of them's on a phone. We can't even get the fish off the boat. It just ain't lining up. I mean, I know if I put my oilskins on, it'll be coming out of this boat. I can guarantee that. Take me 5 minutes, it should be happening.
Everybody can make a phone call home, but I can make a phone call.
I mean, I see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people up there waiting for fish that were, you know, that.
I've been on this boat for 3 months. 3 months. Didn't see the paycheck. Now you're pissed off that I'm using the phone to call my parents? That's fine. Huh? Caught me at a bad time.
Trying to pack fish. You got something to say to me? You come deal with me right to the head of it. We can handle it real easy.
I'll talk easy, man.
You are talking, stupid. Don't talk. Get beat right on the deck of this boat on camera.
Unbelievable.
You like go behind somebody's back, start running your mouth. Be a man, come tell me to your face. That's what I do. I got a problem with somebody, go right to the head of it.
With the fish finally coming out of the hold, the crew hands over their catch to a fish broker. Each fish is weighed, and the total weight and market price per pound determine how much the crew will make.
It's coming out 310. 266.
That fish right there is 266 pounds. $5 a pound. It's roughly $1,300, $1,400.
Good quality. Man running the scale knows or he's lying one. Good thing the scale doesn't take it so if I want.
Oh, that's 300 pounder.
Yeah, all 300. Take it away.
It's not the best catch I've ever had, but it's in the top 10 for sure.
Last one, boys. Last it. Last it.
Right. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
With 25,000 pounds headed to market at almost $3 a pound, the big eyes made about 75 grand.
This is a relatively decent catch for the big eye, 25,000 pounds. Some nice swordfish. Never enough, we could have had some more. Somewhere, I guess.
All right, well, I guess we done it. We're back. We didn't break the boat in half. The little big eye made it from the Grand Banks all the way back and caught a lot of big fish. Y'all did a good job.
Each deckhand's walking away with almost 10 grand for this trip. But after 3 months on the big eye with Captain Chomps, deckhand Mullets walking away for good.
I don't believe Chris cares for me very much, my tactics, my ways, or whatever, and that kind of caused the problem. I guess some words were said, and you can't forget words.
A man down, Chomps will need to find a replacement or head out short-handed. Next time on Swords.
I'm hoping that you can be less miserable.
Where's Anya?
Captain Greenlaw could lose a deckhand.
If you're going to be whining and crying and moaning and groaning, I'd rather have someone else.
And an epic storm stands between Captain Scotty and the dock.
The way the wind's blowing, we're going right up on the rocks.